Alright, hello fun and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Thompson SMG Replacer mod, which is being released by user Antistar. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is, well, a replacement for the standard in-game SMG by giving you a proper Thompson. And I actually really love this mod. Of course, the vanilla submachine gun in this game is based off of the Thompson, but it just always seemed like a weird off-brand Tommy gun to me, which always sort of put me off a little. This is a properly made Thompson submachine gun with all new textures, models, and animations to go with it, and I absolutely love it. So let's take a look at what we do get down here, and as you can see, it's a pretty nicely made gun, and stat-wise, this Thompson SMG is, well, basically identical to the standard in-game submachine gun, where you're going to get 10 damage with a 45 round, with a firing rate of 127, range of 107, accuracy of 63, and a weight of 12.4. This is more of a model, texture, and animation replacement, so yes, you are still going to get the same sort of things with this weapon, but some of the modifications have been changed up a bit, and of course, we have a much better looking submachine gun here, and it just makes sense. I mean, come on, these are predominantly used by the Triggermen, and they're supposed to be sort of the stereotypical gangsters, so why not give them a proper Tommy gun? It just makes sense to me. Now, as for how you're going to get your hands on one of these things, well, again, this is a replacer for the SMG, so it's just going to be all the same places you would already get your hands on one of these submachine guns, such as the Triggermen. Now you just get a much nicer looking one, where you can still make some nice varieties of things, but with much better models. So let's actually pick up my two that I've made here and take a quick look at a weapon workbench to have a gander at the modifications we do have for this. And for the submachine gun here in the receiver category, it's your pretty typical thing here of the standard armor piercing, etc., on down to the powerful. So you're never going to really be able to turn this into something truly extraordinary damage-wise, only having the max of 16 here. But still, I mean, hey, that's the same problem you had with the old submachine gun. Now then, in the grips, we have either the standard one or the beautifully made finned barrel with a vertical grip. I love this thing. If you truly are wanting to go Triggerman gangster style, this is the foregrip you go with. Next, we have the stocks, where we get rid of the weird little stubby stock that the original vanilla submachine gun had and just go with a no stock. And then, of course, we have a full and recoil compensating stock as well to help you with that recoil. Then after that, we have the different magazines, where we have the standard 20, then a larger 30, 50 round drum, or of course, 100 round drum. And then we have the sights, where we have either standard, glow, or reflex. And finally, we have the muzzle attachments, where we either have nothing, a compensator, a muzzle brake, or a suppressor. And all in all, some good little modifications here, some that are nicely changed from the vanilla one. And yeah, again, I really like it being replaced with the proper Thompson with some of the proper Thompson sort of accessories, such as that finned barrel. It's just so wonderful. So let us take a look at these things in action, starting with the standard version here, and we'll head over to our targets and take some shots. Now, you're going to end up with the same sound that the vanilla one has, but we do now have some nicer animations here that fit more properly with this Thompson machine gun, and my favorite part is the actual slide and bolt is on the other side of the freaking weapon. I have no idea why all the Fallout 4 guns have them on the left-hand side, but here we are having it properly on the right-hand side. Wonderful. And let's take a look at one of my modded versions with this one going, of course, with that lovely finned bit there, and the nice Oh my god, suddenly forgetting what the name of the scope is on it. Why is my mind blanking? Reflex sight. There we are, where we have the nice, also the 100-round drum magazine, so you can just keep on firing this thing for quite some time. And with that vertical grip, it really does help with the recoil, as well as, of course, the full-on stock. So all in all, very good there. Another good, smooth animation reload. And finally, of course, the suppressed, hardened version here, which with the silencer, I mean, again, it's using the same sounds as the standard in-game submachine gun if you had used a silencer on it, but always nice to have, nonetheless, the comparison of the sounds. So let's head on over to our usual test subjects of Will and Randy to see how this functions in combat, or at least against an animal in a cage. And let us, as per usual, go down and resurrect poor Will here first. Let's take care of him and resurrect. And I'm so sorry, my friend, but you have to die. All for the torso. Oh, I only have one action point that I can get. Oh, well. And there we go. Not a huge amount of damage being dealt by this thing, but again, same deal with the standard in-game submachine gun. It just looks so much better. But let's, of course, switch over to the recoil-compensated one to take out Randy the Radstag over here. And, of course, we need to once more resurrect our poor unfortunate friend. And then take him down. Sorry, Randy, but you have to die. Oh, he glitched through the wall. Wonderful. Wonderful. But yes, that is the Thompson SMG Replacer. I really do love this mod. It's something simple, just replacing a standard weapon from in the game with new models, textures, and animations. But I do very much love it, as it is a proper Tommy gun, and who wouldn't want that, especially if you are RPing yourself as some sort of gangster of the Commonwealth. It's just a good time. So if you would like to have a look at this mod for yourself, which I'd certainly recommend you go and do, you can have a look at the link in the description as per usual. But that's going to be it for today, my friends. I hope you all have enjoyed and that you do come back for the next episode when hopefully we'll be looking at yet another wonderful mod. But until that time, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.